So I was thinking, I kind of want to design a tank top, merch design for Lil Yachty, just like for fun and for practice. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Not many people are subscribed to my channel, as you can see here. So it would mean a lot if you could subscribe, like the video, and yeah, just try and watch as long as you can. I'm gonna try and chop it up as much as I can, just to keep not having to show you guys anything boring, dumb. So let's get right into it. All right, so first thing that I'm gonna be doing is finding a blank. It's gonna be a black tank top, so it's gonna be looking up a black men's tank top. So this is perfect. Copy this and paste it right in there. Okay, so now we have the shirt. So I'm thinking I want to at least flex up big in the middle, like you know how those standard, those basic like Walmart tank tops, so they kind of have like swole or beast on them. So I kind of want to go with that theme, just kind of poke fun, but at the same time make something cooler out of it. So I'm gonna find a big beefy text real quick in my thing here. All right, so now we've got that. That's just the beginnings. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go in here, and then I will duplicate this, rasterize it, filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and then I'll turn it up a little bit more, like that. And then I'm gonna go with a dissolve. Actually no. I'm gonna duplicate that and then go dissolve. Then I'm gonna turn it down. All right, and that's how I wanted the text to look. So it's looking good so far. Now what I'm gonna do is incorporate some of the images from the music video. So I'm gonna look up flex up music video. It has a really good visuals on the music video. So I'm gonna speed through this, but I'm gonna skim through and use the snipping tool on Windows. It's a free tool, it's built in. With that lets you take screenshots. So I'm gonna use that, and then I'm going to take images that I think would work well with the shirt, and I'm gonna put them on there. So yeah, I'll be back. Okay, so that should be enough pictures. So let's see how we can use them in the design now. So I'm gonna group all the text stuff together so it doesn't get mixed up, and then place embedded. And then I just named them all flex up 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should be pretty easy. And let's see. All right, so here's our images. So I'm just gonna start off by just placing them all in there and see if we can find a few that we want to use. All right, so we have all of the images placed. So let's see what we want to use. I definitely want to use this one, and this one looks cool to me as well. So I'm gonna try and arrange these in a collage type of way so that they look cool together. Alright, so now this is kind of the arrangement I want to go with. So what I'm going to do now is get rid of this for a sec, and then I will start kind of blending and chopping these up. So this one's above everything. So what I'm going to do is start off by just cutting out a big chunk of this. And then I want these to be by themselves. Alright, and then layer via copy. So now we have another layer of just these. But I do want to keep this image there as well. So what I'm going to do is start off by just chopping him out. And it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the style that we're going with, because as you can see, these images originally were kind of choppy, like in the music video. So the style would match this. Alright, so we have that. And then I'm going to chop out this as well. I might leave it a square, I'm not sure. But I do want it to be above. I think I will remove remove a bit of this. Like a square right here. And a square up here. And erase that. And then let's remove a little bit over here too, just kind of blend it in with the rest. Alright, so that looks pretty good in my opinion. And I'm going to chop a little bit out right here as well. Part of it is just about keeping a style throughout the design. It's not really even if it's looks good. Sometimes just you got to try and keep a look to the design. So normally, I mean, you wouldn't want to chop out big chunks of the people and have it look all blocky, but that's the look I'm going for, so that's exactly what I'm doing. Alright, so this is looking pretty cool. What I do want is to maybe bring another one of these up here, these orange squares. So I'm going to layer via copy this, and then I'm going to bring it up here, and then flip it horizontally, and then make it a little bit bigger, and turn it a little bit, I think. And I just kind of want that to be maybe over there. And so that looks good in my opinion, as I said before. So now I'm going to group all of these together. Make sure you don't group this one as well, if you're trying to follow along or something. And then I'm going to image, adjustments, brightness, contrast, brightness down, contrast up. Alright, and then I do want this to be black and white. So let's see what we can do with that. So now if we go to screen, this is what only the white would look like. So now this is like a few colors instead of all the colors that we had before. And then what I'm thinking is I'll take the Lowboat 3.5 cover art, and I will use that as part of the design. So maybe like part of me would just make it like this, but I don't think that would be too much work on my end. I think I'll duplicate this and put a darken below it. Turn it down like halfway, and then I'm gonna go in with soft brush because I don't actually want this one to look all chopped up. Let me get rid of the choppiness. Okay, sick. So now we're kind of getting where I wanted to be. So what I'm gonna do now is look up stars and see if we can make kind of a cool grungy type of texture out of the stars. Image, adjustments, brightness, contrast, brightness down, contrast way up. Image, adjustments, hue, saturation, saturation way down, and then go to screen. Alright, so now we have that. So then I'm going to erase a bunch of the stuff where I know I wouldn't be able to put it on there, that like falls outside the borders of the design. And this is kind of just helping me blend it all together. And I don't think I'm gonna go with a full white here on the text. I might go with like a gray or white. See how it looks. Maybe an in-between point on that one. About there. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the soft brush here and then go under my design, and I'm going to put white in certain spots that I think would be cool highlighted, and then go to dissolve. Alright, and then that looks terrible right now, but I'm going to duplicate it, and I'm going to make this one a multiply. And then I'm going to turn down this a ton, All right, I'm going to erase over here. And then I'm going to make one below it and kind of go back in and bring it back a little bit where I want it to really glow. And then I don't like how this looks down here, so I think I'm going to chop it right there. Make a triangle out of it instead of having that whole square. And then I will have to adjust the background here. Right, and then I'm going to take this, and then what I'm going to do is make some designs around and below this right here. And I'm going to kind of go with the squares theme that we have right now. So I kind of just want some squares to be around. They're the color of this. Okay, and then that's looking how I want it to look, so that's very good. And I'm going to make another one below, dissolve, and then filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and just do that so they're more grimy around the sides. Okay, and then that is closing. That's getting close to what I want it to look like. So now I'm going to make that a big group. So that is one layer then. So then I'm going to duplicate and merge group. So it is all one. Then I'm going to, so pretty much what I'm going to do is, now that I have this, I'm going to go filter, camera raw filter. And I'm going to adjust the blacks and the whites to make them blend how I want it to. So pretty much I just want a good blend between the black and the white so that the white stands out and the black doesn't absorb everything when I go to a screen. I definitely want some division between grays. Texture, I want tons of texture, tons of clarity. And then dehaze to be turned up as well. Alright, so I think that looks good. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to save that. So yeah, that is the finished design there. I hope you did enjoy. This has been pretty fun to make. I don't ever really do merch designs for artists and such, so it was cool kind of stepping out of my normal routine when it comes to design. So this is something I definitely want to do more in the future of. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you watched this far, thank you so much. I've been trying to grow the channel, so yeah, have a nice day and peace out.